Hey, this is Jordan Wiseley, and this is 9 Questions with Tribalist. The book that most there's a lot of books out there that like stay with me, and we could talk about the autobiography of Yogi and The Alchemist and like all these big ones, but honestly the one that I remember like really making me think for the first time was Hatchet by Gary Paulson. We read it it was in middle school, and it was really the first book that made me think like internally and can I survive with just me? And no matter whether you were in a city that you didn't know all by yourself, or in the book's case you're in the wilderness, but like, could I survive on my own? And that was like the first time I like thought about that, like being on my own. The song that I have on repeat right now is I got a couple of his songs going, but Silence by Khalid and Marshmello. There's just something about it. Always makes me feel something. Like good, bad. It just always, no matter what, when it comes on, it makes me feel something. I want to be so profound. Like, so a movie that I think everyone should see is. I'm a movie buff. I really, really, really enjoyed the movie Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I thought it's the Shane Black, the writer from the Lethal Weapon movies, and I thought it was done wonderfully. It's from like 2005, and I hadn't seen it yet. Michelle Monaghan, Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer. It's funny. I laughed. There's mystery, and Robert Downey Jr. is very good in it. So I think everyone should go watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If I could go on an all expense paid anywhere in the world, I'm taking a trip to the south of France. I'm on a yacht in the south of France. We're gonna watch the Grand Prix. Run down Monaco. We're gonna slip in Paris for a little bit. We're gonna slip into Italy for a little bit because it's not on my dime. So I'm gonna do all those things. I'm gonna drive a lot of fast cars. Viva la Ferrari. So if I could eat at any restaurant anywhere in the world, I honestly don't know that I know the restaurant, but I know I want to try the best steak in the world. I know I come from the land of, like, we raise our own cattle, and we ate our own meat and everything. I want to know, what does the one of the best steaks in the world, by one of the best chefs in the world. So whoever's got the best steakhouse out there, I'm talking like, I want the $1,000 steak, like the stupid ridiculous that they just close their eyes through a dart and hit a price for these things. I just want to taste the difference. So I recently discovered podcasts. Like, I know that they've been a thing for a minute, but I recently actually started listening to podcasts, and a podcast that I really enjoy is Joe Rogan. I think he has very, very interesting and eclectic guests on. I mean, he goes from MMA fighters to neurologists and super health related industry to space, to time travel and like guys that are trying to figure out black holes and all that kind of jazz. So I really enjoy Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. So my hidden gem TV show is a BBC show, 2 amazing actors, Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, Sherlock. This is I know we've seen it and stuff, but you need to watch it. They do 3 episode series. All of them are an hour and a half. So it's like a movie. You literally get a couple of movies with this thing, and it's so good. It's so good. The writing is great. The acting is great. It's very good, and I think it gives Robert Downey Jr. a run for his money in Sherlock, which I think he does great too. But BBC's Sherlock for Hidden Gem. You know, I'm pretty good at a lot of things. Gaming is actually not one of them. I'm okay. I've got some pretty good hours in probably 3 games. One being Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. 2 being NCAA football on Xbox. And 3, and this is the game that I'm probably the best at, it's called Reflex. It's a very old game, but we still play it. It's racing dirt bikes. I'm a child, and I like those things. But I've probably got the most hours. Lifetime, Sonic the Hedgehog. Tribalist is out there finding all of the cool and unique places and things to do. So I think that your next guest needs to be a very unique interview and also have some insight as like, culture and been around and know some of these questions. I think a really good interview would be it's too easy. I'm gonna use it. Tori Deal. You guys should definitely ask Tori Deal where she would go and what she would do.